I just want to do a little update on, I went out to the second farmer's market and it was really bad, really bad. It wasn't just me, there was like 4 vendors out there and everybody did terrible. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that you wouldn't tell right now because it looks like it's gonna rain. It has been raining on us, but 3 days ago, it was 94 degrees at like 10 o'clock in the morning. It was just blazing, scorching hot out there, and there just wasn't traffic. Everybody was going straight inside. Everybody's running for air conditioning. What are you gonna do? And there's no produce, and I can't feel bad about that because I'm not the only one that's been affected by that. The veterans out there, the guys that know what they're doing, that have been doing this for 6-7 years, they were hit by all this stuff, and they don't have anything to show for it either. So in that regard, I can't beat myself up over it. I'm not the only one that's been taken back by not only 1 but 2 frosts, and 1 10-12 days after the frost date. But this has made me start thinking out of the box here because I've passed the window for selling tomatoes. Nobody really cares about tomatoes anymore. But what I'm getting at here is I'm starting to like go for novelty, because the tomatoes just ain't, nobody cares about tomatoes anymore. But what I do have, I have peanut plants here. I've got 6 peanut plants here. And I think I could easily say 10 bucks a plant, no question about it. I've got Carolina Reapers, easy, 10 bucks a plant. I ain't even think twice about it. And then over here, I've got these cayenne peppers. These ones they all got fruit on them. Every single plant in this tray's got something growing on it. So we've got got cayenne long thins. These are small guys comparatively to what I'm gonna show you here in a second, but those ones have stuff on them. These are cherry tomatoes, Sweet 100 cherries in the background, and they've all got something growing on them. And then, so that's 3 trays. I'm not gonna take any more than 4, I think, this next time around. And then I've got atomic grapes and yellow pears. Now these, when it comes to tomatoes, I don't care. These are my sellers. So I think what I'll do is I'll wait until we get a little closer, then I'll go half and half and just mix them all in a tray. Then what that leaves me with here is I've got these cayenne long thins, and these are doing pretty good. So I don't think asking 20 bucks for one of these is out of the question. So this is what I'm gonna take. 4 trays plus 6 of these big ones in these pots here. I think that's gonna fill me up. That's definitely gonna fill me up. These things are a real big attraction. For whatever reason, they are getting me a lot of attention. I just haven't closed any deals on them. Price-wise, I've been saying I'm asking 25 bucks. Everybody's been agreeable to that. Nobody's like kind of like been taken back by it. And in all honesty, I don't know that I really want to ask much more than that, but I think if these were like in a like big nursery or whatever, like this one over here, I think there would probably be a price tag of $40 to $50 on that one. So I know that what I'm selling this is at a good deal. This is a premium price here. So I might even try getting 30 bucks for them. I don't know. If I come out there with 3 of them, maybe I'll go 20, 25, and 30 because they're all a little bit different sizes. I'll play around with that. I got a couple of days before I'm going to head out again, but I've realized that once I come back and I put everything away, I need to like immediately think, okay, what am I going to put together for inventory for next time around? Because if I don't, then it's like gets down to the wire and I'm like, oh, I can't do it that way. I gotta like be ahead of the game when I'm like putting my inventory together. That way I can kind of like just baby stuff for the next couple of days, watch it, make sure it's all looking sellable. And that's just how I need to process my week, because I'm gonna have a busy week, and I know when it gets down to the wire, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna stress about it otherwise, because there's a lot going on these next couple of days. But I'm starting to think outside the box. I'm trying to get more novelty, I guess, as opposed to production, because I'm trying to get away from the plain Jane stuff. Everybody's got the plain Jane stuff, and I think that's probably really, because I was asking the other guy like the stuff that he was going to be selling produce-wise, and those were his exact words. Plain Jane is what he told me. So I'm trying to be a little more like variety driven and stuff that people hasn't necessarily seen all the time. And I'll tell you what, nobody around here's ever seen a peanut plant. Nobody's seen a peanut plant. I don't think people even know peanut. When I said something to somebody last week about a peanut plant, and I got the impression it's like when you get some people that are like, oh, I'm gonna go to the store and get meat. Well, meat doesn't necessarily come from the store, but it's like, I think that's the mentality when it comes to peanuts. You go to the store to get peanuts. Peanuts grow? Yes, peanuts grow. it's a novelty thing. It's not a food production thing. And the peppers, it's like you don't see the Carolina Reapers or anything like that on store shelves anywhere around here. Even in the nurseries, it's like you don't see that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to really get creative with what I'm doing. And another thing that I've realized that I don't have going, but it's like light bulb, what are you thinking? Standing out in front of a hospital, what should I be selling? Flowers, of course. And I don't have any flowers. So that's something I should probably try working on a little bit more. I got all kinds of stuff here still to be selling. I mean, at this point, I need to get a lot of this stuff in the garden. It's just, it's overwhelming. I got, that frost hit me and I overcompensated, and now I'm like, what do I do with all this stuff? And I've missed, for the most part, I've missed my window selling tomatoes at this point, but I've got 200-300 tomatoes I got to do something with. So I really got to figure out what I'm doing out here in the garden. In the same sentence, I got to get my inventory together ahead of the game, because otherwise it just catches up to me. So I'm trying to like go a little more novelty, a little more creative on just things that people don't see every day, because I don't have produce, so I got to do something to kind of like get people's attention and bring the eyes towards me. So that's kind of where my focus has been here the last couple of days, my thinking at least. And that's gonna be how I move forward here these next 2-3 weeks. I at least got another two maybe 3 weeks before I'm gonna start bringing tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff out there to sell, because things are showing. I'm getting close, but I'm just not ready yet. So I got to be creative with my plants. Anyway, guys, that's all the time I got time for today. Thanks for checking in with me. See you tomorrow.